Hey guys, what's up? Today in the Brick Lab we are going to be bridging the gap between the Ninjago City Docks and the Ninjago City Gardens. So according to LEGO's promotional post, this is the ideal configuration for Ninjago City, with the docks on the left and the Ninjago City Gardens on the right, and that little memorial shrine for Zane smack dab in the center. But there's a glaring problem with this, and that is that LEGO in their infinite wisdom also forgot to include a little connection between the gardens and the docks, and so we're left with this kind of awkward gap here. Now for the gardens it looks okay because they did include this little rounded side rail here. But on the docks, there's this giant gap where a clumsy minifigure like my sig fig could easily topple and plummet down, and then we're going to need a second memorial built right there. So there is, of course, a pretty easy, obvious fix, and that is just to remove this little platform and the shrine and just move the shrine to the other side of the Ninjago City Gardens. But what is the fun in that? Or you can do like I did and just build your own bridge here and then get over it. Anyway, so moving on here, you can see here we have a nice, handsome little bridge that neatly covers the gap between the two things, and also leaves the temple somewhat visible in the background. Maybe not, it's kind of obstructed a little bit now, but it does kind of make it feel like the city was built around the temple, and you know, I really like the expansion here. And there's one thing that does bother me, and it is math. And, well, not necessarily math in general, but basically LEGO math, because there's an uneven gap here, which means you can't neatly put two of these gate things on a 16 wide platform, which is what this is. So I did kind of have to improvise and throw some gates on here, and as you can see, they're kind of on the studs, and it does look a little bit uneven from the top, but that's the best that I can do right now. Obviously, this is a work in progress, and I'll refine it as time goes on. But yeah, this was kind of similar to the fix that I had to do with Ronan's pawn shop, where I basically had these extended out up front. And maybe that's what I'll do in a future version, but for now, this is what I'm going to use. And as you can see, I also added in some crates and a mother box here just for added decoration. And one thing you can do to help stabilize this build is add in some black Technic pins to the connections here and plug that in here. Now, obviously, I didn't do it. Obviously, I didn't do that while I'm filming just because it makes it a lot easier to take the bridge off, but if you don't do that, your build is going to suffer. And the beautiful thing about the bridge, though, is that it is a very remarkably simple construction. In fact, I could probably play the entire build tutorial while I'm talking to you about it right now, and you could build the entire thing, or maybe not, just depending on how long-winded I am and or how complex it actually is to build. But that's not the point. Anyway, the part list in the description if you're interested. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically all I have for the simple bridge, and again, it does kind of bother my OCD a little bit that it is uneven, again, because of that 3-stud gap there. There's slightly more studs on this side than there are on this side, so that's unfortunate. Again, it's something that I'll probably look into fixing in a future version, but for now this is what I'm going to use. And if you're wondering why I'm showing you this bridge right now, well, it's kind of the groundwork for a slightly larger Ninjago City project, and it's one that you won't want to miss, I think. So stay tuned, we'll probably have that one out, I'd say either late April or early May, being optimistic here, or pessimistic, depending on how it turns out. So anyway, yeah, this is basically, I know this is pretty simple and pretty basic, but I'm going to be using it for something later on, so stick around, I think you'll like it. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. And if you want to see more of my content, please feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. And if there's something you want to see me build, feel free to leave a comment in the comments section below, and I will see what I can do. Again, that's all I have for you guys today, so I will see you next time.